Hello, sim racers, and welcome to tonight's live stream, which is strangely enough in Tuesday. Lots of reasons. I'm in some kind of soft vacation from work because I have so much errands that I need to do in real life. So I needed some time, and I won't be able to do a live stream on Friday, and I won't be able to do a live stream next week probably because we have to go and work outside on the roads with my colleagues, so it won't be possible. So, what to do? Let's do a little bit of a live stream tonight into the SimSport Racing um, test server. There's a practice session tonight for for the 12 hours endurance race of Nurburgring that is going to happen on October 3rd. And so, yeah, here we are tonight. I hope I can have some fun. I'm a little bit tired, but yeah, let's cheer up and have some fun. Mixed practice sessions. So we have GT3s, we have GT4s, we have everything. There is so much people inside the server. Let me show you already. It's a ton of people here. 18 people already, and some cool names. Nice. And yes, we have GT3 cars, GT4 cars. So tonight, let's try and do some practice sessions. And most importantly, let's see how the drivers of the GT3 cars and the GT4 cars can mix it together on the track and make sure that everybody gets some experience of how the GT3 has to overtake the GT4 cars and so on. Right, so as you can see, I'm still with the split program. I've tried to configure the OBS. I wasn't very happy with the results yet, but I will keep on doing it. The main problem is, yeah, so many Porsches, really. Porsche Cup. Yeah, that's strange. So many Porsches and only a couple of and some Audis, and that's it. What is happening here? That's very strange. Maybe the guys thought, okay, we have a it's a bit pity. I hope to see more cars, but it's okay. Um, all right, so without any further ado, let's pick up our very nice um, right full fuel um, setup here, and I want to do a couple of laps to get up to speed, and then I want to try a couple of things into the alignment of the car and see what happens. Car, oh, I rarely drive other sims. I always want to see how they evolve and how they get along and their improvements they make. It's always very, very interesting. I enjoy it, but I don't really lose a ton of time with other sims. It's just okay. Let's try this. Nice new future, whatever looks good, and then move back to work again. Hello, guys. Hello, everybody in the chat. So nice. Thank you so much for joining. So many of you without any. I didn't put anything online to tell you that I was going to do a live stream tonight. So thank you again for joining, guys. Mm. But by the way, I cannot see what is going on as usual. Let me see if I can add at least um, a widget or something here for me, so I can see people, joining the stream. Right, that looks good. Okay, let's go back. All right. Yeah, so I have some people just joined: Richie, Renato, and Marton. Thank you so much, guys, for following. Hi, Daniel. Track temperatures development. Is it heating up from the tires also? No, not really, not really. But the rubber on the road make the tires hit more. Alpha, I'm not so sure about that. I don't think so. I'll have a look again, but I'm not so sure about if there is really a big difference, in perspective from GT3 to GT4 cars. Ciao Lele. All right, so let's do a couple of laps. Let's see what's going on the track. Let me say hi to the people inside the server. Hello, Chops. Hello, Chops. Right, let's go.
Low tire pressure, stay clear of the curbs.
Mikael, we decide which tracks to add depending on, the SRO agreements and what we can afford, of course, what is interesting, You obviously start with what might be interesting, and then you move on depending on if you can do it, because it's not always the case that, you can do it. Jeff, I'm on the server of SimSport Racing. If you check the description, it should be, I should have put the link on the website that explains what this event is all about. It's a charity event that we're going to do on October 3rd. And I think there are still places you can, maybe go into the link and have a look on the event and on the championship and see if you want to join and see what you can do with it. Any plans to ever add American DLCs? I don't know about plans. As usual, and even if I know, I cannot, talk about it because future plans are always announced from the official channels of Kunos. But the idea is, if we like something, we try to see if we can do it. It's not always the case that we can do it. Sometimes we can't. Sometimes it's not possible in terms of so many reasons. But I mean, who doesn't like American trucks? So if we can do it, we will try. We'll see. But I have no idea, honestly. Honestly, I mean, really, a comment about that, I have no idea about it. Ooh. Tutto bene, Simone? One 1.3.7 consoles should be updated to 1.5.4. I hope so. I guess they have first to update them in 1.4 and then release the how you say the GT3 is behind me. He's waiting.
Car on the right. Clear on the right.
Nice. That's so cool. Another one.
Car on the right. Clear on the right.
And another Audi. Yeah, I've tried VR just, to try it, but I tend to not use VR. Ooh, that was nasty there.
Looks like a watch out in front.
Yeah, plan to remove the tire barrier. I guess we should drink already. Did you guys had a look at the NVIDIA presentation today? They announced the mighty RTX 3080, and then they announced the 3090. I have to say that those are some pretty awesome hardware. Amazing. Impressive stuff. Mikhail, I guess it's better if you join your work meeting, mate. No, see, not yet new streaming software, not yet. I did some tests. There is, you know, as they say, lots of potential, but wasn't yet happy with the results, and I didn't make it to, you know, program all the various screens and scenes that I needed to do. So still using the old one. The 3090, yes, it's over. It's like $1,400. But the 3080, which should be extremely fast. Obviously, I haven't seen yet, you know, the benchmark. But the 3080 seems to be something around $800. And the 3070 that should be as fast as the 2080 Ti is somewhere around $400, which makes everything pretty interesting, I think. Earl, honestly, I don't know.
Yellow flag, be careful there. Car on the left. Clear on the left.
What happened? Tire packs ADC. Tire packs are already inside, and mechanical failures are already inside the Assetto Corsa competizione. I'm not sure what you are expecting. Let me know on the chat, and I'll try to reply you.
Yellow flag in sector 1. Car on the right. Clear on the right.
The GT3s are so fast.
on the
Oops,
right.
that's my bad.
Some light damage.
Sorry, mate. Let's go back to the garage. Tire wearing that doesn't seem good at all. What do you mean? I don't understand. Well, a flat tire, well, depends. How, well, mechanical failure and flat tire, first of all, you have to know what you are simulating. What do you expect to happen? How do you expect to have a flat tire? Because if you're not knowing what you're simulating, I mean, how a flat tire should happen for you? And mechanical failures, those cars are pretty much, uh, they never break down practically, almost never. So they have to happen really incredible stuff. So well, you have to do donuts or you have to flat spot a tire a lot, but with ABS this is pretty much impossible. But if you do a 3 or 4 spins at full speed, like at Paul Ricard, then you will flat spot them very very bad and possibly even deflate them. Anyway, let's move on. We're not doing damage just for the sake of it to show you, oh, here it is damage. You have to provoke damage, otherwise. Levi, we have talked about springs in one of my videos. If you search the too long didn't watch playlist on my channel, you will see the steps. Actually, there is a playlist of 7 steps on how to set up your cars, and in there you will also find how to set up the springs. All right, so how are we here? Let me see what lap times the other guys are doing. 2:04:08, the first GT4. That's good. I think we can do this. Yeah, let me do a couple of fast laps. uh, Matthew, how long does it take for the devs to create a car from start to finish? Um, it depends. It's difficult to quantify because you never work from start to finish on a single car, because sometimes you don't have uh, the um, the data all together. So you get a first batch of data, and then some extra data come along, and then some extra again. So usually you start 3 or 4 cars together, and as you move on, you keep on. I would say if I ever had all the data I need from scratch, probably 2 to 3 weeks, something like that. Again, I wouldn't say 2 to 3 weeks full job. You know, you always jump around, and then depends. Some cars are easier to do, some cars are harder to do. It depends on a lot of stuff. uh Cody Pride, you mean the GT4s? Well, the 718, the Cayman, is a lighter car, so you need to work a lot, to put it just on the limit. And by moving around, you can make it go faster. The Audi is a very heavy car. The GT4 is like 1,600 kilos without fuel, without so it's very very heavy car. And with heavy cars, you need to be more how to say smooth and precise in order to make it work. But again, I mean, it depends also on the car. Some cars like to move around a lot. Some cars like to move around less. Uh, I would, GT3 cars, I would always go a little bit stiffer, always, as stiff as you can, practically. Brake gamma, well, 1 is linear. 5 is starts very slowly and then goes fast up like that. So at first, it is very modular, very easy to modulate because you press it and it raises very softly. So you tend to not, lock your tires if you just on the initial uh, range of the pedal travel, but then goes very fast at 100%. Um, Toby. Uh, all right, let's do a couple of laps more. The setup is okay. Tire set to 1. I guess it's infinite. All right, cool. So let's do a faster lap. Let's see if we can do a. Hello, Joao, Santa Cruz.
Low tire pressure, stay away from curbs.
Let's go there and wait. Hey, Neo. Hello, Leonardo. Steven is behind me. Oh, Steve. Whoa. Right, let's see if we can do a 205. It's full floor. Oh.
Car on the right. Slow car ahead. Yellow flag ahead, be careful. Clear on the right. Yellow flag.
God, I need to be busy here. Ciao Andy G. Pressure is always more important, Neo. Go for pressure, always. Ah, Justin. Yeah, sorry I don't have... Usually I do the live streams on Friday, but, sometimes. It's okay, Justin, thanks. main job is the development, so everything else is just having fun and feeling the community. That's it.
Car on the right. Clear on the right.
That was scary. Sim Racing Kick, sì, penso che succede solo a te, penso che qualcosa nel tuo USB non dà abbastanza potenza, perciò controlla che...
Car on the right. Clear on the right.
Controlla appunto che riceve abbastanza corrente dall'USB. Penso sia qualcosa del genere. Un po' fatica a leggere l'alzate e guardare le GT3 che arrivano. I'm having issues reading the chat and having also the GT3s arriving at full speed behind me. I need to stay more focused here and read the chats only on the straight line. Coconuts, well done, mate. Tepic, sorry mate, I have no idea about the development, steps of the console for that stuff. Sorry. Nice coconuts, really nice. I think I've read somewhere somebody sent me the information of that, but then I got busy and forgot to promote it. I should make a weekly news section on my live streams so that I can promote all that is happening, in sim racing. That would be probably a good idea. I don't know if you like it. Jesus, the GT3s are braking so late. Amazing. And he's gone. Hello, guys. Dorito! Oh, that was interesting. That was some tofu delivery at Nurburgring.
Yellow flag in sector 3.
Whoa! No coconuts. No, I'm not going to manicure.
Car on the right. Clear on the right.
Fast. Hey Zeko, thank you so much, mate. Thanks so much for the support.
Car on the left. Clear on the left.
Yeah, Steven got out. Thanks, Levi. No, Stefano. I think Stefano started working on some stuff with the AI because he had some ideas that he wanted to implement. So he got, just wanted to work with the AI. I think he did a live stream today, but I didn't follow it. Should be interesting to watch, I guess. Should be on Steam to watch later. Cool stuff. Wow! Someone entered the server. Damn. Camaro is great. Ciao Josh, how you doing? Yeah, it's for the 12 hours. Yeah, I mean, Stefano. Stefano is always for any kind of,
Yellow flag inside.
how to say, challenge, Probably he has some ideas in his big brain for the AI, so I guess he wanted to try it. I can't seem to put together a decent lap. Ah, nice, Josh. Very glad that you will be. Yeah, Steve, the lag got me, but it's okay. Ah, finally a decent test. No, it wasn't even valid, so that's silly. Okay, let's do a decent lap. Come on. Yeah, already stupid first turn.
Car on the left. Clear on the left.
Why is the Audi so heavy when it is much smaller than the AMG. Well, first of all, it's not much smaller. It's pretty much, they have the same size. But it is the BOP that, dictates what the car should be. And practically, Mercedes and Audi have pretty much similar weights. So the Audi is like, 1600 kilos, and the Mercedes is pretty much the same. Yeah, BOP, adds weight, restrictors to the intake of the engine, decides what to do with the rear wings, how high they have to be. The
Car on the right.
it also
Clear on the right.
it also decides if the ride head of the cars, the minimum ride head, and on some occasion even the minimum camber, negative camber. So yeah, BOP is all of that.
Yellow flag. Be careful there.
I think it depends on what bitrate you are using for upstream. So I try to use as high bitrate as possible. It is usually somewhere around 3,000, 4,000, something like that. Yes, different BOP for different
Yellow
tracks.
flag in sector 3.
That was awful. You see, guys, stay always predictable.
Clear on the right.
That's what you need to do. 47, going to 48. All right, let's stop. Timetables 2:04.8. I can do that even with full fuel. But okay, so I want to try something. I want to try something. Ah, yeah, Xavier. 1973 is a good year, yeah. Thank you, friends. No, I don't think we will do a safety car. Mainly, it's a little bit too much work and also licensing costs, because we have to pay, the car extra in licensing for practically. It's not worth it, to be honest. It's just, the cars. If you have some problem, the cars get eliminated from the circuit right away. So I like the idea, but I also like for championships that they do this manually, which is pretty cool. I like the idea, but to do it ourselves, it's just not worth the cost and everything. Hi, thanks, Simpson. Yeah, it's a genetic thing, in our in our family, we have plenty of hair. Yeah, I don't think that's gonna happen, Guido. Probably. I don't know, but never say never. But I don't think it's gonna happen. A yellow coupe with 4 wheels, right? No, no worries, friends. That's why we're here. I mean, again, for the new guys on my channel, uh, sometimes I can tell you some stuff. Sometimes it's not possible for me to reply you. Sometimes I will give you my personal opinion. Do not make it gold. It's just my personal opinion. So all right. So yeah, time to try something different. So we know this car works very well with a lot of camber. Gives very good lap times and everything. So right now we have this very nice setup with minus 4.6 negative camber at the front and minus 3.8 on the rear. But it's gonna be a 12-hour race, and 12-hour race at the Nurburgring means anything can happen, and that that anything is lots of rain probably. So I would like to see what will happen if I can, bring the negative camber down a lot. Like I would like to do this something like 3.6, 3, okay, and then I want to do this 2.8 and 2.2. So I would like to try this and see what happens. Now, with such a low camber, probably I could use more caster and gain something from there while I'm turning. So let's see what happens. Let's see if I can do similar lap times with such a low camber, because if I can do similar lap times, obviously it's going to be slower. But if the car feels good, then maybe when rains appears, we could deal with it better. Zeliko Knights asks, what's the situation with telemetry for consoles? I don't know, mate. I'm not in the console development team, so I don't know what to tell you about that. Actually, I know lots of people using the Camaro. Camaro Justin is a great car. I mean, everybody loves it, and the sound is amazing. I've seen many people using it online, but I don't know. Maybe your experience is different. Yes, Simpson, absolutely. Caster also affects the dynamic of the car. Obviously, when you are turning, you get more negative camber on the outside wheel and less negative camber on the inside wheel. So the front, reacts better. It also raises the front inner side, and that means also raises the rear. And so possibly you can, rotate the car better. So yeah, it changes some stuff. No, it cannot do this, Fatin. All right, let's go. I think unfortunately, because uh, lots of online races are not linked to a championship. It's just pick up and go. Uh, People try to get the best performing car for for the track, and by best performing car I mean even if they see that it is better by just, let's say, 1/10 of a second, everybody tries to get that car, and for whatever reason try to deal with it, and that's why you often see some cars being so dominant in some tracks. But obviously, if you do if you participate in a legal and you are doing a championship, usually the leagues do not let you change cars uh, while moving from track to track. So you have to get just one car, and in that situation you get to see lots of many different cars in the grid, which is much better, of course, because obviously you get different cars being better in different circuits because of BOP and stuff. Yeah, absolutely, Terry. It's very nimble, well balanced. Obviously, with the weight and the big engine, at some point after mid of the race it starts to have problems, but overall it's a very surprising car, very good car. Definitely not the usual, um, American muscle car that doesn't behave well on turns. On the contrary. Alright, so the rear end right now is a little bit on the funny side.
Car on the right. Clear on the right.
It moves around more. Not enough grip.
Car on the right. Clear on the right.
Let's wait a bit. Ooh. I don't think you're gonna be seeing the Supra. It's a 2020 car, so. I don't think, as usual, I don't think there is an overall GT4 car, best GT4 car. It changes from circuit to circuit, from driver to driver. It's just not that easy. Hello, Tomek.
Car on the right. Clear on the right.
Bye, Porsche. Ciao, Jonathan. Okay, getting a little bit better now.
Car on the right. Clear on the right.
Yeah, come on, come on. That's nice. Yeah, Yeah, it looks like it is in a permanent four-wheel drift because I'm pushing a lot, and with less camber, the tires tend to drift a little bit more. Hello, Azeria, welcome.
Right on, man.
05.4, not that bad for this kind of setup. 83 is here, come on.
Car on the right. Clear on the right.
Ooh, it slides a lot. Well, a lot. It slides more.
Yellow flag ahead. Be careful.
Yeah, I think we released a hotfix, silent hotfix today, you know, small bugs here and there, stuff like that. Well, yeah, you know, camber is very important for the tires because it practically modifies the footprint that you have when the tire is under load while, you know, turning. So yeah. Don't know if you can see, but the car slides more laterally, but I have better braking distances.
Yellow flag, be careful.
You see? Really good braking distance. And then the sliding starts.
Car on the left. Clear on the left.
Wow, so much sliding.
Car on the right. Clear on the right.
Mikael, I mean, it depends really. It's not that easy. I mean, GT4 cars are easier to understand why they do what they do, because it's all mechanical grip, you know. If you're having oversteer, you know that you have less grip at the rear. That's it from the tires, you know. But to go really fast, as you can see, you have probably to work harder than what you do with the GT3s. With the GT3 you have to be more precise. So if your car control is good and you're not afraid of working harder, go for the GT4s. If you are, like, you know, more precise of a driver and you like more grip, go for the GT3s, but don't start instantly working with the setup, because in the GT3 the setup is much harder to understand why the car does what it does, because of the aerodynamic pitch sensitivity, which is a lot. Yeah, Sreko, I don't know why all the guys, you know, chosen the Porsche and Audi. It's a little bit of unfortunate, but Boah. Yeah, but I mean, yeah, BOP slaves, all right, yeah, but I mean, it's 12 hours race. I mean, come on. Choose something different, right? I mean, come on. I mean, we are going probably to do another long endurance later October with the Kunos Racing team, and I think we're gonna choose again the V12 Aston Martin. I mean, come on, honestly, now, and I will be very harsh. Do all those people that very kindly offer, to participate on this very nice charity event, do all of them think they can win the race? Because if they do, all right, go for the best possible car. But if you don't, in 12-hour race, pick something different, right? I mean, have fun. I don't know, pick something that might permit you to do a different strategy. Pick something, exotic, or I don't know. I probably am, I'm having different opinions on how I'm doing my races, but it's just me. I mean, I'm not criticizing at all. I mean, if the guys like the Porsche and the Audi, I have no problems. But if it goes for me, I would have, chosen something more exotic, something different, something, I don't know, more fun to drive maybe, I don't know. Now, honestly, I doubt that you cannot do the same lap times here that we do with the Porsche. We cannot do them, I don't know, with the Ginetta or with the Audi or with the McLaren. Honestly, I think you can do the same lap times. Or the BMW. Oof. Why not? The Ginetta is great. I mean, come on. You know what? I'm gonna go and get the Ginetta right now. Let's see what lap times I can do. Or the Camaro, yeah, I'm the Camaro. I'm in Porsche because I was invited, and it's not my team, and we chosen the Porsche, and it's not my choice, and I greatly respect and have great great respect for the organizers and the team that that invited me. But all right. So that was interesting. I'm lost. I'm lost. What should we do? Should we do a proper lap so that we regain some of our? Oh, that's interesting here. 0:03.7. That's a good lap. That's a very good lap. Low fuel, I hope. Yeah, that was a stylish pit entry, right? Okay. Let's do a proper lap here. Let's show those people how it's done. Okay, and then pick a different car and see what we can do, just for the fun of it. Yeah, it's Aaron Walker, yeah. Let's see if I can do a 03.
Low tire pressure, stay away from curbs.
Καλησπέρα, Νάσο.
Yellow flag in sector 3.
Haha, light car is so much better. Let's go. Oh, come on. That was really terrible. Really bad.
Car on the left. Clear on the left.
Traffic. Traffic again.
Car on the right. Clear on the right.
have to stop reading the chat, damn it. How many of those trucks have I driven in real life? Except the Asian ones and the Australian ones. I would say pretty much all of them. Ooh, lost it.
Car on the right. Clear on the right. Car on the right. Clear on the right.
That was a pity.
Yellow flag is into Car on the left. Clear on the left.
Come on. Ah, fuck's sake. Driving so badly. Nah, it's me that is pushing the car way too hard. Need to calm down and drive properly. Push very hard. Ah. Come on, one more lap.
Well done, mate. Personal fastest lap. Yellow flag, yellow flag. Be careful there.
Fuck it. I don't think I'm gonna do a 03 tonight.
Yellow flag in sector 1.
Eh.
Yellow flag, watch out.
Yeah, come on. Ah! Need to change tires. Go back. Let's change tires. First tires. Oh, if your steering wheel, Daniel, if your steering wheel is oscillating a lot, something is wrong with the steering. Probably with the steering rotation. Check that when you turn your wheel 90 degrees, the virtual steering wheel should also be a 90 degrees. If it's way too much, then something is wrong. Ah, drink, not slap it. Okay, one more fast lap. Come on, let's put this down. Yeah, come on. Yeah. 2-4. I would be second. That's good. Okay, let's do it. Let's do it.
Low tire pressure, stay clear of the curbs.
Longest stint. Continuous driving, you mean? I think it goes something like 3 hours, something like that. Yeah, try 1080 both in game and steering wheel. And also eliminate any minimum force. Minimum force should be a 0 with the direct drive.
Car on the right, clear on the right.
Yeah, 900 or 1080 should be more than good.
Car on the left. Clear on the left.
You see, guys, as always, stay predictable. You see, that's the key. You can see how fast the GT3 can overtake you. The only thing you have to do is stay predictable. And by that I mean stay on the racing line, let them understand that you give them space, you know, and they will go for it.
Slow car ahead.
Ah!
Car on the right. Clear on the right.
I drive so badly right now. Ah. Wake up! Whoa.
Yellow flag ahead. Watch out in front. Yellow flag ahead. Be careful.
I will do the fast lap and they will restart now. Mark my words. Ah, forget it. Okay, alright. Go back. Okay, so what should we do? Should we try a different car? Do you want to see a different car doing
Show them
low
what you
204s? Ah, drink, see. Has restarted. The server has restarted. Calomina. Muscle. Okay. Okay, let's go with the Camaro and see if we can do a 204 low. I think one of my teammates is even faster than me, so yeah. No, Berk. The Porsche has usually all the GT4 cars have the road going gear ratios, and first gear is extremely short, so you don't gain anything. I mean, you put the first gear and you have to change already in second because you hit the limiter. It's that short, so you don't put first gear in T1 with the GT4 cars, at least most of them. All right, so let's see. You guys said the Camaro. Where is it? Here it is. Okay, let's try the Camaro and see if we can do a 204 without any setup or something, just for the fun of it. Yeah. And then if I'm still awake and happy, I will try the Ginetta. So aggressive here. Let's go down to 15 something liters, and Let's go down to 1. Okay, let's go like this and see uh, how the pressures are first of all. Because the first thing we need to check the pressures.
Low tire pressure, stay away from curbs.
Wow, the sound! That's nice. I mean, the flat 6 is great and amazing, but this thing is a little bit different. What? Whoa. The sound of it is. You only need 4 gears here, practically. Ooh. Ooh.
Car on the right. Clear on the right.
No, I haven't drive all those cars. It's impossible to drive those cars, especially because they're race cars, so it's not easy. You simulate physics because once you have, tried some cars and you have proof that your physics engine works properly, then you get the data, you put in the data of the real cars, and, if everything goes according to plan, it should simulate very well. And then you can verify this with the telemetry, because you can get the telemetry of the real car, and you can see what happens. All right, it stops well enough. Traction is lacking, obviously. Some understeer. On costing. Ooh. From what I know officially, Berg, on those regions, the price of the actual game, because of an error, was extremely low. It was the lowest of any other simulator on the same regions. So they wanted to fix that. I don't know if they fixed it or what they did. Those are, decisions that I don't know. But what I've heard and what I know is that the game was really, really low in price, even for those regions. So probably the timing wasn't perfect, but it is what it is. Well, the pressures are very low. Which is good news.
Well done, mate. This has been your muscle best. Clear on the right.
Come on. It's fun because if you feel a little bit of understeer, you just put your foot down and rotates. Like this. Use time, of course.
Yellow flag again. Watch out in front.
Okay, so 2056 with terrible pressures, which is good. So let's fix the pressures right away. 21.2 and then 6. 5, 6 and 9. 9 and 21.4 and then another 6, 2. And here we have 1 and 22.5. Okay, so that should be better. Let me give some rear extra camber. I think I need it. Have you wondered if the new NVIDIA card will impact positively ACC? Well, they're monsters, so I hope they will. They are monsters. Yes, absolutely, Berk. Berk, keep in mind that it's not that much the fuel, but you know the consumption of the tire makes the tire to have less tread depth, and less tread depth means that it flexes less, and by flexing less, it hits less, and the less hitting obviously lowers the pressure. So that is what is happening. Hot pressures are correct, but sometimes, Speedy, you might have, went a little bit wide and took a curb or two, or, goes a little bit on the grass, and you lost some pressure. So that's why sometimes you might think something is not correct. Or you simply, drove differently, or you simply had some brake fade. That can happen too. Okay, I need some extra anti-roll, a little bit less anti-roll bar here, hopefully. Thomas, I mean, yes, we have plenty of developers that they're not Italian speaking. Yasu Mike, Toyota Supra, it's a 2020 car, we don't do that. No, they don't register to the next session. Stefano, ci vuole impegno e pazienza. Okay, let's try again.
Low tire pressure. Stay clear of the curbs.
Okay, let's see if with the correct pressures we can go down to 204s. Yes, Panayotti. Berk, it is. But usually the fuel load is, at least for most of the cars, is very close to the center of gravity of the car, especially for mid-engine cars, which means they try, with different fuel load, the center of gravity still remains the same. Not the case for Porsche or for front drive, cars, where when you have more or less fuel load, it also changes quite a bit the center of gravity of the car going backwards or backwards or forward. So that also makes the tires work differently. Sì, Stefano, certo che va bene il setup aggressivo, finché non diventi più bravo puoi anche fare un misto fra safe e aggressivo, o prendere l'aggressivo e alzare di 1 o 2 click l'ala posteriore, dovrebbe renderti la macchina più stabile per te.
Car on the right. Clear on the right.
I think we get extra traction now. Yeah, definitely 100 kilos, fuel. Obviously, it's a lot of fuel.
Yellow flag in sector 2. Yellow flag, be careful. Car on the right. Clear on the right.
Okay. 204.05 flat. We can do it.
Yellow flag ahead, watch out.
How do I stay consistent? Uh, reference points. Stick to the reference points as hard as you can. Right, so I'm 205 flat here, and I need something to do because I think I'm losing time on situations. I think I'm going on some turns. I'm going on the accelerator way too slow, so I need to find out what to do. So, for example, here I'm going on the accelerator way too slow. I need to see if I can modify a little bit my racing line so I can go the accelerator faster. Stefano, sì, l'assetto aggressivo va bene. Tutti usiamo l'assetto aggressivo con poche modifiche e la pressione, dai.
Car on the right. Clear on the right.
All right, let's try another cool lap. Oh, I don't have enough fuel probably. Okay, one more lap.
Yellow flag, be careful there.
Still too slow here. Ah.
There's a slow car up ahead. Yellow flag ahead. Watch out.
Okay,
Yellow flag ahead. Be careful. Well,
pressures are a tiny bit low. Let's see if we can fix that. We should be able to fix that. So, some extra pressure. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, everywhere. 1, 2, 3. Okay. So, race I'm trying to do if I could do a 204 lows with the Camaro, because they told me that I can. All right. So, what else can I do? I need some extra rear brake bias. I could use some extra rebound here. Yeah, something like that. And some less bump. Okay, typical mechanical stuff. Nothing too strange. Uh, yeah, Speedy. No, Mike, I don't think it's coming ever. It wasn't ever in the plans. Berg, you need to get a little bit lower than that. 56 should be 57, 56 should start being an interesting lap. All right. Pop, 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 pop. What can we do? Pressures are like this. Okay, I can use maximum camber here. Once I'm happy with the brake bias, then I just let it there. It's not like I'm keep on changing it from turn to turn. I don't. I mean, you asked how to be consistent. Focus on driving and less on setup and why the car is doing that. Why the car is at some point you're gonna have a car that it is okay. It will never be perfect. Yes, sometimes it happens that the car is perfect, but honestly, it's really very rare that the car will be perfect. So since the car will almost never be perfect, focus on driving the car with the habits that the car has, with the problems that the car gives you, and get better for the car that it is. So instead of changing the brake bias, changing the traction control every time, all the time, focus on the driving. This is what makes you consistent. All right, let's try this. Let's try one more time, and then we get the Ginetta.
Low tire pressure, stay away from curbs.
You see, the Ginetta has a pretty low first gear, long first gear, so possibly we can use the first gear for T1. I don't know where it's lost. I hope so.
Yellow flag in sector 1.
I'll show you afterwards, SD. All right, let's do it. Let's do it. And break. That was better. Slow on the accelerator here. Have to change the racing line totally. All right. Already a little bit of improvement.
Well done, mate. That's the best.
Ah, stupid me. Yeah. Let's see if we can improve that turn over there. Not like that, of course.
Car on the right. Clear on the right.
To 18 on that spy is good.
Slow car ahead. Yellow flag ahead. Watch out in front.
Come on, at least a 204 mids. Ciao Simo. Aye, come on. Lost it all in the last turn.
Randomly, this is me, Aris.Drives.
One more lap. Can try.
Car on the right. Clear on the right.
I've lost all the time here from the traffic. Nah. Anyway, okay, so I guess 204.6. It's not that terrible. Let's save this setup and put it on the usual, place. So let's go for what's that? Low fuel. So tomorrow, Nurb A19, track 26, low fuel 01. Save it. Okay. And hello, Gabriel. You can't. You can't. You cannot, add additional heat. You can, of course, you can try, and by trying, you can lower the brake ducts, for example. But you have to know that, the rain will keep on going forever, and you won't have fade problems afterwards. Dani, facile da dire, difficile da fare. Ciao, Woodgate. Hello, Danny. All right, so 04 mids with the Camaro, just like that tonight, so without any training before that. So I believe that the Camaro can do 04 flat and even better. How to drive in rain? Carefully. So let's go out and get the Ginetta, right? Let's do half an hour in the Ginetta and see what we can do. Ginetta, here it is. Let's go back in. That's gonna be fun. Ginetta needs so much work to go fast. Well, yeah, usually you do a tiny bit. I mean, you do the racing line, but you try to stay like 20-30 centimeters away from the apex, if possible, if it's slippery. And you can also try to, on some turns, to brake outside the racing line and then go back to the racing line, something like that. All right, so let's see the Ginetta. Aggressive setup. We're definitely gonna need more pressure, so I will go instantly 1 psi more. 7, 23.6 here, and 23, and 22.3. Okay, so let's try that like that. The arrows 1. Okay, let's leave it as it is, and see what we can do. All right, because it's the first time I'm gonna drive. I mean, tonight, the Ginetta here, and go. Oh, I'm sweating a lot. No, I have to also to
Stay clear of the curves.
To learn to drive from the right side of the car. Okay, let's see how this car behaves. If I would be given one free car, probably the Ginetta. Why? Because, you know, lighter cars are usually more fun and, most importantly, easier to maintain in terms of costs, you know. Ah, you're gonna love it, Burke. Right, so with the Zinetta, we really need to push those braking zones really late in the braking zones. Well, yeah, the Cayman is great. Ooh, light car. Whew. What? Thea, you made me go outside the road. Hello, Thea. We're doing a challenge here, trying to see if I can. I've been training with the Cayman for this track, and now we have a challenge to see if I can do a similar lap time on the Ginetta. Actually, I'm with 60 liters of fuel, so nice there. Best of luck for that. What?
Yellow flag in sector 1. Well done, mate. Personal best.
All right, we're at 061 already with 60 liters fuel. All right, let me fix the pressures and lower the fuel. It's promising already, very promising. So pressures, we need more pressures here. I will go 6 more. 4, 5, 6. 3, 4, 5. Okay, that looks okay. Hey, Bill. Thank you, mate. Vito, stick on the reference points. Ah. All right, so Phil, let's go back to something like, yeah, what was it? 20, some 15, something like that. Okay, and let's try it.
Low tire pressure, stay away from curbs.
I'm having issues to position the car because of the right side steering position, driving position. But we can do it. Ah, come on. Yeah, you need some practice. Need to bring more speed inside the turn, and I have some tiny end of exit oversteer. Ooh, that was that was ridiculous. Oh, I'm so ashamed.
Car on the left. Clear on the left.
Come on, GT3, move. Want some better traction on the exit. Right. So we are at least at 27, more or less, pressure. Well, Berg, they seem pretty impressive, all of them. Very impressive, to be honest. Oh, come on, still so close? Seriously? Where do I have to start braking with this car? Ah! Starting to lose in concentration. I don't know, Paul. I don't know that stuff.
Yellow flag in sector 3.
Come on. Oh. Oh, Sky, thank you so much, mate. I love you too, mate. Big thanks. Alright, so car is working decently. Let's fix a couple of things and try to do the 204s. See you, Berg. Take care. Okay, so what do we have here? This is already maximum. I would like to have some. That's a bit strange. Uh, well, yeah, Paul. You know that's an issue here because now normally this car. I mean, normally you can open the diff, okay, and you practically make the traction worse because you're gonna have the inner wheel, you know, spinning. But because it is just the inner wheel spinning, you will correct a little bit of the oversteer, all right? And that's what you usually do. So for slow turns, you open the differential, so you put a lower number, and that makes the inner wheel spin more. And by spinning the inner wheel, some of the power goes over there, and it doesn't make you go faster, but it does correct a bit of oversteer. So that might help you attack the corner more. But this is such a low-powered car. It could be that if I put the preload way too much, I mean, at a high number, like, I don't know, something like 90, okay, because it doesn't have enough power, it might have problems to spin both the tires and might give me some extra traction. Could be. Um, let's lower the rear wing because the car doesn't have any practically, uh, you know, any power to move ahead. So we need to have as low wind resistance as possible. And not right now, Mr. Warren. I don't think so. Yes, I hope so. Their hair. I don't know. It might be even fixed with the latest patch, but I need to ask. I don't know. But yes, we are trying to fix that. It's a stupid bug. Ciao, Psi. Take care. Oh, early out for this. Sorry to hear that. I would like to lower this, but I will try later. Let's try the car like this right now and see what we can do. So this is a little bit of an unorthodox solution. Usually you want to open the diff to fix a little bit of the oversteer. But because the car has very low power, we can try and see. Ooh. No race logic. There is rain update from modes, but not from us. We do not work on Assetto Corsa 1 anymore. Andreoli, preferissi che faccio in greco? Perché conosco anche il greco, che è la mia lingua nativa, sai? Ecco, bravo te. Dai, rompete così, dai. Ma chi siete, veramente? Ma siete veramente gli unici a fare così, eh? Ma si può. Alright, let's keep on, driving and have some fun instead of having to answer to people like that. Niels, hi Niels, how you doing, mate? No, actually, you know what? It's I've said that multiple times, but obviously, you cannot watch all the streams. But what I have to do for development reasons is that I need to keep the first feedback gain at 100%. And that permits me to make the cars, similar in force feedback power. And in order to not, with direct drive wheels, I would put it much lower, normally something like 30 force feedback gain, and then crank up the force feedback from the wheel. But I have to keep it 100. And because of muscle memory, I keep it there also when I'm doing the live streams. But it's just for development reasons, nothing more. Unfortunately, I have to keep it like that to keep understanding what the cars are doing. Otherwise, if I keep moving from 30 to 100, I will totally lose all my muscle memory and I will have problems developing the cars, you know. Yeah. Oh, nice. Well, now obviously, Speedy, I'm keeping, you know, the force feedback on the steering wheel pretty low because otherwise it wouldn't be possible. Keep, keep looking, keep watching the chat. Ah, terrible. Cannot really drive and read the chat at the same time. Hey, Sparhawk, thank you for following. Paul.
Well done, mate. Personal fastest lap.
A little bit better, yeah. Mainly, you know, driving errors right now. The team name is the SimSport Racing. The guys that organize the charity event. I'm running with their team. We have car number 42. So I guess, if you do a charity, if you do a donation on the link from the event page, everybody will be happy, I guess. Terrible braking, and we just disasters.
Well done, mate. The fastest lap so far.
Oh, GT3 incoming. Yeah, exactly, Speedy. I'm having issues to understand where I put my wheels practically. I think so. I don't have the exit oversteer, power oversteer, but I do have some extras that I have to work. But that's the Ginetta, it moves around a little bit. You have to work with the steering wheel. I think the driving gets also better. So it's a little bit of both of these things. Uh, what could I do? Dampers are not bad. The car is good on. Um, I don't know. I could use maybe a click less, and I could use a click less here and see if the car reacts better. Could do this. Okay, let's give it one more try and then call it a night because I'm also losing concentration now. All right, let's do this. 4 or 5 more laps. And that's it.
Low tire pressure.
No,
Stay away from
track temperature affects a lot the tire pressures, probably more than ambient. Track temperature is extremely important. I would like to see a 04 mid with that car too, but I believe I'm a little bit too tired to do that right now. Come on, pressure. Give me some pressure on the tires. Hope I didn't lose any pressure there. Ooh. Started to get some oversteer, but yeah. Let's see if with more pressure if the things get better. Need at least a couple of laps of the Ginetta to get the correct tire pressure.
yellow flag, be careful.
Not good yet. Too much oversteer. Gas, thank you so much, mate. Thanks, bad stung. It's the same for me too, mate. That's all about it, the interaction with you guys. The target PSI is 27, more or less. Ah, come on. Okay, let's see now. Oof. Oh, come on. It's too late. Hello to... Let me finish that and I'll tell you. Nah, I'm too tired for this shit. I can barely keep myself awake. So the whole traction control ABS debate. Modern cars and modern tires often, need traction control. Okay, so if the rules do not prohibit, then the cars are practically made to use traction control and ABS. And if you switch them off, then not only you are slower, but most importantly, the car probably doesn't behave properly because it was designed, to use ABS and traction control. Now, some time ago, uh, traction control and ABS were simulated, were not properly simulated. Were simulated like assists. So you would just, enable traction control and ABS on the general options of the simulator just to keep you on the road because, you were a new driver, so you needed some help. But with modern sims, we started simulating traction control and ABS properly. Not like simply magic hands that help you not spin and block the tires, but uh, in a similar way that the real cars simulated. And because of that, it doesn't make any sense nowadays if a car is designed to use traction control for you to disable it. So just, if the car uses it, you should use it also. Now, obviously, your last judge is always the lap time. So if you really manage to be faster without traction control, then by all means, don't use it. But, I doubt it. Just don't know where I am. Oh well. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, unfortunately, 205 flat. Just too tired
This has been your personal best.
to deal with it right now, so I won't be able to improve. But it's 20 minutes past midnight, so I guess it's okay. Let's save this setup. Although, to be honest, I don't really like it. But yeah, okay. So Ginetta, Nurburgring, A19, oops, 19T, 95, low fuel. Fuel sucks. Okay. Yeah, I think we are alone now. Expect maybe. Oh no, we already have. We still have a couple of people here. Yeah, cool stuff. Hello, Mika. How you doing? Speedy. All right then. Well, that's it, I guess, for tonight. I don't know if you guys have any questions. We're gonna do a fast questions and answers. Um, as I said, next week I won't be able to do a live stream. Maybe I'll be able to upload a couple of videos, but I'm not sure about that. Yes, Andrew, you will be faster in manual transmission, definitely. Um, let me see if I can, uh, you know, change, update, actually upload the setups. Don't even remember where they are. Here they are. All right. So what did we did today? We put Chevy, Se, how is it? Chevrolet Camaro. Boom. Okay, and Ginetta. Yeah, probably here also I need to do rename Chevrolet Camaro in GT4. All right. Then we'll go here. So the Chevrolet at Nurburgring, right? Nurburgring. Yeah. Nurburgring. All right. Nurburgring, and that goes in there. While the Ginetta also at Nurburgring. It's the Sachs one. Ginetta. Okay, let's put that here and rename the Ginetta in G55. Okay. When Hungaroring circuit walk? I don't know. Good idea. We should do it. I don't know when. I have to have a look at that. Paul Trimmer, you can find the Google Drive shared link in the description of all my videos, or at least all my recent videos. So go in go to the last video I did and look at the description. You will find the link. Mm, Motec telemetry, general explanations. You need to understand how to read the telemetry. The easy way I would say is, we have the guy here. Go and subscribe to Niels YouTube. He does amazing job with the telemetry. Uh, he has already plenty of videos with telemetry analyzing. So that's the easy way. If you want me guys to do something like that, well, then at some point we can do that. But I think I can show you, but to read the telemetry, you need a couple of things. First of all, you need to know that you can put yourself and the car in a consistent limit. Second of all, you need to be consistent on that limit. So you have to bring the car on the limit. And you need to be able to bring the car on that limit and your own limit with different setups. And then once you have this, and you can always do that, you need to be able to read patterns in the telemetry. If even one of those things doesn't apply, then the telemetry work is useless. Telemetry will not give you answers if you're not on the limit, if you're not on the limit consistently, if you're not on your own limit consistently, and if you cannot read patterns. So I can show you some of the patterns that you can go and find out. But then, if you're not consistent, then telemetry will not really help you a lot. Hello, Pavel. Welcome. TCR cars, we don't have any plan for that right now. I don't think so. Absolutely, Eastwood. Too long didn't watch. Yeah, absolutely. We'll keep on doing that. 152 on the GT3s. Well, yeah, we have some pretty fast people in here. Is there a story behind the cat on the logo of Kunos? Yes, the cat was Stefano Casillo's cat, which was named Kunos. And when he was trying, to make the company, he was like, okay, how do we name the company with Marco? And let's name it after the cat. We all love cats, so Kunos it is. Finished. All right, guys. So this is it for tonight, I guess. Uh, Thank you so much for joining without even me mentioning that we were going, to do stuff. I hope you had fun. I had fun myself for sure. It was nice to try a couple of different cars. And yeah, sorry for that. I will not be, I will not be online. I will not do any live streams next week. And see you on the next week. All right, see you after 1 week, guys. Okay, the race is October 3rd. October 3rd, so we still have plenty of time to practice and do stuff. Okay, guys, thank you so much. Take care.